Hello and good morning, good evening, and good night to you all, and welcome to another episode of
Seen&Heard. I hope you're
Today
having
is a scary
a scary
episode,
day. Yes.
and we have scary music.
Yes, it's a bit loud.
Okay, I'll turn it down. Good morning to you all. Well, good evening, whatever. And today's topic is about being fearful, having fear.
Yes.
They will find you. Okay. Who will find you?
Who knows? It's always they,
Oh.
isn't it, with these things? They are the
They.
scariest ones because we don't know
The
who they are.
boogeyman.
Yes.
Today we are the scary ones. We will find you wherever you are.
Yes.
We
know
I don't know
you're
that to create that evil laugh.
No, me neither. Vishnu is saying that we're spooky. So
Where's the poo? Thank you, Vishnu, and good morning to you. But except for on Halloween, why are we actually always scared to be seen and heard? This is the topic, and
yes,
Rita, could you
this is the
start
topic
with
of the
answering
day.
that simple question, but still very complex one?
Yeah, I think that you know more about the seen part because my clients aren't necessarily seen that much when they're in the classroom. It's a safe space, but the heard part is something that I see every day, and that's I will sound stupid. I will sound unprofessional. I will not know how to say what's in my head. Or I will say something that will make me look ridiculous. So these are the sort of thoughts that I hear from them. And where do they come from? I think from a need to control the situation, or from the habit of having a certain role that you play in your first language and not having the tools to maintain that in the second, third, fourth, whichever language English is for you.
So, what you're saying, foreign language, English language in this case, is the problem.
Yes, because you can't translate everything perfectly. So you can't, have the light that you want, have the atmosphere that you want, have the storytelling that you want. And then the fear creeps in. Oh my God, whatever I say now is going to be horrible. It's not going to be as good as I imagine it. So maybe I shouldn't speak at all.
No. Otherwise, we will come for you.
Yes.
They will come for you.
They will come for me. And they, I think, for a lot of people,
they are, in this case, they are what, the grammar police, or
grammar police.
they?
Yes, they're old
Yes.
teachers. They're old classmates. I think a lot of people become very young in their heads in this kind of state of mind. That these fears come from some old place. So whoever bullied you at school or whatever, I think that's somewhere at the back of our heads. These are the people who are coming, the ghosts of our past, most likely.
Oh, the ones that we talk around the campfire, and how it really scares you deeply and visits you in the middle of the night, and you have nightmares from it. You said the wrong word.
Exactly.
Chilling.
It's that dream of going out on the stage and being pantless or whatever horrible thing.
Okay, but still, I'm not really sure that it's really connected that much to being on a stage, because even if you're just talking with people on the street, you are scared. You're going to say something wrong, and they're going to look to you through the other eyes, oh, you're dumb, you don't know the language, you don't know how to express yourself and similar. So you don't need to be really on a stage for this.
That's true. But we are in our heads. I think that's the funny part, because we're so focused on ourselves that all of these interactions seem much more important than they are. So I think we give them that kind of, public speaking importance. Vishna is saying the public speaking police, the grammar police, the podcast police. Yes, all of the police.
We have done several crimes for the podcast police today. Okay. Now I'm scared. I wasn't realized for it until now. Thank you, Vishna. Now I'm really scared.
No, we found the cure. We've done so many silly things that we've proved to ourselves and others that the police isn't coming and they don't care about us.
Yes, well, they probably don't care. Okay, so it's still not a part of an official law enforcement on the podcast police. They just they exist mostly in your head, as well as the grammar police and public speaking police.
Mostly in our heads, yes.
What do you mean mostly? You actually encountered them, or what? What do you mean mostly?
Oh, funnily enough.
Oh, you're part of a grammar police, so I'm sorry. No.
Not outside the classroom, anyway. But I have some colleagues.
There's a catch. In the classroom, you're the grammar police.
Yeah, I can be when that's required of me. But sometimes my colleagues police my other colleagues. I think that happens in the industry far more than it does out there in the wild. So if you're a language teacher and you're trying to learn another language, then maybe the trauma is deeper. But if you're not, there's nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah. Okay. So if you don't want to be scared by the grammar police, don't go to school.
Yes, that's one way.
That's the solution for it. Okay.
There might be some other police coming then, but it's okay. You can handle it.
Yeah, and Manuela says the same. She's really afraid of a grammar police. So I think you guys are really scary and visit us during the night in our nightmares. How dare you?
As a language teacher, I'm encouraging everyone to stand up to the grammar police. Push back. It is your responsibility to defend yourselves.
Okay.
Delete
Can
them
I
from your
quote this
comments.
to your students? Or just put this small clip and put them in front of them every time they go to your study. So, yeah, stand up.
I ask my students.
What punishment should be used for the grammar police?
Bonk them on the head with something and delete their comments.
Okay.
If they have nothing to do with the point that you are trying to make, just let them go. Make them invisible. you have my permission.
Make them invisible.
Turn them into ghosts.
Oh. You're actually just inviting some violence in this show today, so it is really starting to be scary. And that actually against your quite a violence against your colleagues who teach English language. So I don't know how this will end today.
We'll see.
I'm
coming for you.
So it's grammar police versus others.
What are your clients afraid of? And are photographers more cruel when it comes to other people's photos and image than usual people, normal people?
Photographers' clients are afraid mostly of the camera. It's a big box, plastic box, metal box with some glass, and it looks scary, and you don't know what kind of thing will it produce, and in your head is going to be something bad usually. So that's where mostly the fear of it comes. So this is what I find mostly. People are scared of the camera. You can be a photographer and talk with them without a problem for an hour, but you just take your camera out of the bag. Oh, the fear is there.
It looks like a weapon.
It does look like a weapon, so yes, of course, there is something that is pointing at you, and it does look like a weapon in this way. So there's some primal fear, and like they had these native people in Africa or somewhere that said that you steal their souls with their camera. So there is something deeper when you photograph when your photograph is being taken, at least in our minds.
So you're not a collector of souls.
Well, in that terms, it seems to be that I am a collector of souls. Yeah.
But
So that
benevolent
I'm a
one.
boogeyman. I'm collect them in my box called the camera. Ooh. So yeah, this is an interesting part of being scared to be seen, and mostly I don't think it's actually that people are scared of being seen. I think it's more of fear of being seen in the wrong way, not good enough, and not as they see themselves in their head, which might be completely different image from the real one, but still, yeah.
Yeah, so it's similar to my clients. It's the same kind of presenting yourself in a light that you don't have full control over.
Exactly, but there is some discrepancy between what you think you know, or how you look like, and how it turns out. So yeah, I understand that part also. In my head, I speak perfect English, but once I open my mouth, it doesn't really look that way.
It's imperfect.
Far less than that. Not imperfect. It's horrible sometimes. So yeah, I forget words. I don't know. I do weird grammar errors. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the beauty of communication. We all do that.
Oh.
And that's the part that we forget, I'd say. First, that other people won't notice and they won't care because they're not the grammar police. Or sometimes if they are, they're not very good at it. So they don't see it. Just like they don't see you right now. And secondly, the organic communication that involves these kind of creative parts of it is the real communication that we're all used to and comfortable with, actually. Because if we all just held like Cambridge speeches, then we would all be very unapproachable in most situations. I'm trying to figure out what Darko is trying to do right now. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but it's very appropriate for Halloween. Were you just taking pictures? What were you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
No. Oh,
I can
okay.
hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So it seems that my camera was scared also. So I
Really?
vanished for a moment. I could
I
hear
thought
and
it was
see
planned.
you, but no, it was unplugged. So I'm starting to be scared in my studio. What is going on, actually? So this is some spooky stuff today.
Oh it was a good demonstration of how communication doesn't have to break down with these little hiccups. So
Yeah, it is a good demonstration that we don't want to be too scary because
that we're
there
haunted.
is some weird energy around here today.
Change the lights, Darko. Save yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
It,
the
it was just a
angry
hiccup, random
clients
hiccup. Yeah.
from the past,
Technology.
from the box.
Nah. Nothing happening really. Hopefully. So yeah.
Is it different for
what-
photographers as clients? Have you had a photographer as a client, or a photographer look at your?
Did I have a photographer as a
photos?
client? Yes, I did have, and I think it's even more scarier for photographers because the lack of control. They have all the control with their camera in their hands, and once
they give control to someone else, these kinds of things happen. Ghosts come in to take control over the situation. It's actually quite similar in the language world. So it's funny for me when I hear from clients that they're afraid of the grammar police because the grammar police is only bothering other grammar police. I think Darko is beating the ghosts.
I think
He
I'm
will
figuring
be
out
safe.
what is going on. I'm not sure, but let's hope it's going to work for a couple of minutes now.
Vishnu is saying it's Gremlins.
Yeah, Gremlins are scary also. I don't know what I was talking about. Never mind. We
Well,
have a long comment, so it's time to comment on it while I try to hide my fear of what is going on today. Tina said, I know Darko is trying to look scary. No, I'm not. But this seems more like romantic dinner light setting than scary. Maybe it's just me. This looks like a romantic dinner set. Okay.
I'm trying to imagine it. I'm trying to put you in that context, but
You're
no.
acknowledging it, so yeah, okay. I need to put something more scary today then. Okay. Wait until I see what stuff do I have. What kind of a really interesting effect can I have here?
You disappearing from time to time, I think, is the
It's
scariest part.
boring. Is it more scary? No.
No.
Okay, well, but it did this. Weird.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, so yeah.
You were
Trying to be
talking
scary.
about photographers in front of the camera. What about when the shooting is done and your clients look at their photos? Are there fears present there?
But no, at that moment, fears just disappear as they see how they actually look like, and that there was no reason for that fear. So no, this is when the fear disappears. Just so yeah, this is another scary part.
That's the moment when they can relax. After
Yeah, that's the
everything's
moment
done.
when they can relax. But I'm not sure how is it with you when they start speaking, and after that the grammar police comes. So what's the scariest part for them?
The scariest part is the start. Absolutely. And I think the fear disappears almost immediately when they start seeing that they're being understood. And that's the great part about working with language, because as soon as there's a connection, as soon as there's understanding, the communication is what becomes the goal, which it should be. So people forget that they're being observed. And then when the grammar police comes in, it's a
It's your
communal
time.
effort. Yeah. It's with consent, Darko. That's the part that I wanted to
Really?
talk
Do you
about.
have that written?
I do ask
Consent.
for it. I get it in written and spoken form. So that
They asked for it. Okay. I'm sure they do.
Tina is putting in ghosts. I don't know which part. Is it for the grammar police or for something else?
Yeah. Tina likes to have romantic dinners and horror movies, and so, yeah.
I mean, context can be different for different people, isn't it? Visual as well. It's very interesting to see those differences. And that's something that happens with English a lot, because there are many types of English, many dialects, many different ways of speaking it as a global language. So we all have to focus much more on listening to the meaning than to the form. And this is the part that people keep on forgetting for some reason. Like, other people are trying to figure out what you're talking about and what's in it for them. They don't really care about the shape or form that much. They don't have time to even observe it, especially in the business context. Obviously, you're trying to make a deal of some kind. You're trying to connect for mutual or your own benefit. So whether somebody said something in present perfect or past perfect becomes really irrelevant.
Okay. Okay. Well, what I would like to hear from our viewers and listeners, what is the part that you fear most? Is it directly connected to something with public speaking, appearing in public, business general, or whatever? So please do comment, and we'll see more and hear more about that. How it actually looks at your fears and your boogeyman, how do they look like? But what I wanted to ask you, Edita, is are these fears actually something that your students get from the early age? Like when they started learning English or foreign language as children, that they were actually just scared by this grammar police and others, so they just reflected later on in life?
A lot of them, yes. I would say that that's true. Not necessarily the grammar police, because it happens that they tell me that they had great teachers and that it's not, that they'll be corrected by someone. Is that they connected with some other negative experience. They said something in chemistry class and somebody laughed in the class. And this is, that moment is what they connect with being silly or saying something wrong. And they recall that.
So it's fear of school altogether.
Fear of being judged. It's not just school. School is just one of the earliest experiences we get with that. But yeah, of course, it happens to people in different stages of life. And then it's the control part that we talked about, because I work with adults. They're often very successful, very used to talking to people, performing in certain ways, getting a good result. And then when they need to switch to English, which maybe they haven't used in 10 years, they don't have this level of control. So they feel younger, they feel less experienced, they feel unprofessional suddenly. They're back, like they're moving back and not forward. And that can be a very humbling and uncomfortable situation to be in. But it reminds us about how control is an illusion anyway, for one. And we should remember in these situations that we are actually adding something extra, not subtracting, not going back, because we are speaking an additional language. We're trying to do something more, not something less. That's something that I always have to remind people, that it's not that their English is bad, is that their second or third or fourth language is just beginning to develop. And that's amazing. That's something that they should be proud of and not ashamed of.
Yeah. So it's not English that you're bad at. It's for the most of other languages that you don't speak.
Yes. You're not using it
Yes.
enough.
Yeah. Okay.
What about you when you're holding that gun/camera and the person feels
Flash.
feels like this? Oh my god. How do you make them understand that the result will be amazing?
Well, I don't actually try to make them feel that the results are going to be amazing. Most of the times, I just try to make them forget there is a camera at all. So that is some kind of a special situation where there is a camera and we need to have some good moments just for the camera, because from what I've seen, most of people have a fear of cameras from the young age, when people started just pointing cameras at them and smile. And this is the reflex that start going in. Just need to smile whenever there is camera. And there are probably also parents that when there is some camera around, okay, you need to have a really tidy clothes, you need to have hair combed and everything, and you need to look good because there is a camera. So people start thinking from a young age that this is something special and you need to somehow perform for that object, the camera. And you see that at really young babies and children that still aren't used on that torture with cameras, let's say that way, that they don't really care. Okay, it's another object, like, I don't know, headphones or whatever. You're trying to tell me something? Or what was that about?
No, I just had an itch.
Oh, yeah.
See?
Okay.
What?
So, yes.
Wasn't
Anyway.
about you, Darko. So,
Well, we have some additional comment. Okay, we shall read the comment.
Finish your
No,
thoughts.
no
So,
comments. What?
kids are not afraid of the camera until they learn that they need to perform for it, is what you were saying?
Yes, basically, this is how it looks like. So it's not like you're born with that fear. Actually, from studies, two fears only that you're born with: fear of loud noises and fear of falling. Everything else you just get through the life with it, mostly in childhood. But yes, fear of cameras and being photographed, being in front of a camera, is starts somewhere where people start photographing you, and mostly parents try to make you look as good as possible because it's for the picture.
And
So you have that urge all your life. You need to look good on a picture. You need to look perfect on a picture, and there is no control. So you better you either try not to be photographed, or there is a real fear once you see the camera.
there's too much pressure involved
Yes.
and self-consciousness. When they go through that experience and you make them forget and focus on something else, and it becomes more organic, and they come again in like 2 years to take a new set of photos, are they less afraid, or does it all come back again?
They're less afraid. They once they get used to the camera and they see the results, that it doesn't need to be perfect, that they look great the way they are. That it doesn't need to involve some special procedure like when you were young. So you needed to tidy all your clothes and everything. You need to see look perfect. Then yeah, the fear goes away.
That's great. Because it's the same with language. The more you practice it, the more you expose yourself in front of others in these lower stakes situations, the easier it gets with time.
Exactly.
And this is connected to what Ambika is saying. Could you read that for us, Darko?
It's not that long of a comment, but okay, why not? Ambika says, a lot of my students fear when someone asks them a question in English outside of school or work, while language is not used in a familiar setting.
Fear of the unknown, which is also connected to all that we were talking about. If you don't have enough of an experience and enough of positive feelings related to those situations, then you don't know what to expect. And that can be unsettling.
Yes.
That's again about control and expectations. How do you deal
Yes,
with that?
and it's probably also connected to that. That is just setting where you used to have mistakes, but when you get out, you don't know how people will react, and you fear, yeah, of rejection, of being judged. So, yeah,
Yeah.
this
It's also
does
quite primal, isn't it? The unknown used to be very threatening to us historically.
still is.
So it is in some contexts, but
You order some food and you fear, will I poison myself? Will it be good? Will I like it? Yeah, so you have fear when every day you have fear.
I didn't expect you to find a way to talk about food in this episode. But I'm impressed.
Fear of the food.
I'm very impressed by this. Well done.
Yeah. Food
You
is something
conquered
that you can always talk
fear.
about.
Since you tried Marmite, I think that you've conquered all food fears and you are very open to new experiences.
Oh, I didn't conquer all fears. No, with food, no. There are quite a lot more of them.
You're afraid of trying.
there is, yeah, that I'm afraid of trying actually. There's a Norwegian fermented fish in a can that I've heard is really horrible. It smelled, not just eating it, so I fear of trying that. Then there is what they call it, balut, the not hatched eggs, not completely hatched eggs, and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm afraid of these. Not that I won't try it, but yeah,
They're
I'm
quite
still
extreme,
afraid.
but I've heard of the first one that it's all about context as well, that it's meant to be eaten with other things and in very small amounts. So
Yeah,
that's how you push through that
as
one.
well
I'm
as
not sure about
Marmite.
the second one. Yeah, it's all about the dosage.
Yeah. So not start. Just a word of caution for anybody that wants to try Marmite. Don't try to eat it like I did, with a spoon in it and just in your mouth. It's what's
Overwhelming. Let's just say that.
there is a real. They have that tagline there on a jar, full of taste or something. It really is full of taste.
Yes, it can be a bit too much. But, it's the same with what we were talking about. Most English learners won't have an hour's worth of lecture to hold in front of 1,000 people the first time they speak English. So it's all incremental baby steps.
Yeah.
And I would guess your clients don't have to do a full fashion show the first time you photograph them. Or do they?
No, no, the fashion show is completely different setting, so it's a public appearance actually. So yeah, we don't do that actually at photo shoot, and yeah, there's quite a difference when people come in front of a camera for the first time. Actually, with photographer, it's best to do it themselves and not with a crowd around them, because it's distracting and you even fear, okay, all these people are looking how I'm performing in front of the camera, so it's additional fear. So yeah, you're right, not to go to the fashion show and be the main star and see all the camera, like 10, 20 around you, taking pictures of you.
Only imagining it is provoking a reaction in me. So these fears are definitely.
And you still do
They're
have
quite
one
old.
camera in front of you at this moment, so yeah.
But this is the familiar camera, right? The one that
You have control of this camera. You can turn it off when you want, right?
Exactly. Yeah, that's it.
You can turn it to a spooky effect, black and white at least.
Yes, that's the best I could do.
Works?
I feel very vintage.
Oh,
That's it's probably not a very scary effect, but actually a soothing one. Fewer distractions. But that's also what Ambika is talking about. The setting, the control of the setting, getting used to one. There's a stage in my clients' learning where they have to get out of the classroom and do something out there. And this is the next fearful moment, for sure. And then when they get to do that and be successful, then there's the next one, maybe more people there. So it's all very gradual. And we need to take these fears into consideration. They're very normal and human. And if you push too hard, people might try to hide. So it's a game of trying to find the right amount of challenge while there being, about an equal amount of fear, I'd say, or the fear has to be slightly smaller. I don't know if you have an equivalent there in shooting. Do you like gradually get them in front of the camera? How do you make that work?
well, yeah, but perhaps a bit gradually, but still, shoot them from far away to have not seen the face directly, and then shoot a bit closer. But still, I don't know if is it really the point to get to the top level of what you fear, or is it okay also to just say, okay, I'm scared and this is enough, I don't want to do anymore?
Yeah,
And
that's
to be happy with it.
It depends on the goal of the client, obviously. Since I work with a lot of entrepreneurs and freelancers, public speaking, like being on a podcast, things like that are kind of part of it. So a lot of them do feel that that's something that they should do.
I've heard they're scared, and we really need to work on that. They're scared to come to speak with us in English.
Yeah, but they still come because the goal or the feeling that they'll get something from it is higher than the discomfort. But that's different for different clients. Of course, somebody who works for a company, for example, that doesn't need to be exposed that much will stop somewhere else. So it is a matter of making sure that it's worth it as well, and not just pushing yourself for the sake of it, because that's not motivating enough.
Exactly. So you need to have some goal in mind to overcome that fear.
Yeah. Is there an equivalent for you? Like, somebody asks your clients for a professional photo for the first time, so they go, oh my God, now I have to go and find a photographer or something like that?
Yes, of course, there are, but this is also a part of, let's say, of appearance in public and talking in English or even their native language in front of people. they need to know their goals. If their goal includes being photographed, then they actually need to overcome that fear. They cannot be someone in the shadows all the time, or just typing messages around. They need also to talk.
Yeah, and then there's that element of procrastinating because they know that the moment will come. And the further they push it away, the more space they create for this fear. So it can become very daunting just because they haven't reacted quickly enough to, keep it under control.
Yeah, and then from small amount of fear, then that fear just grows and grows, even if it wasn't that big of a bit in the start. The more you procrastinate it, the bigger it gets.
Yes,
It
you're
gets to some
feeding it.
enormous proportions because I've been 2 years just postponing it, and it's really scary now.
Yeah. The cure for that is finding people to push you a bit. That helps a lot.
Over the edge.
Over the edge.
Towards the grammar Nazi. Because the grammar Nazis are really feared by, and Tina said, regarding English, I have a fear of Scottish people speaking English in such casual manner and being quite surprised if someone doesn't understand what they're saying.
Okay. I see what Tina is saying. Sometimes when you talk to someone who is very used to communicating with people who understand them, maybe you're the one that needs to ask, could you repeat? And it might seem a bit uncomfortable, but it's also one of those things that are just in our head. Because I'm sure, Tina, if people ask you, like, could you say that comment in a different way? Could you write it again? I'm pretty sure, maybe I'm wrong, correct us. I don't think that you would feel that we are being, I don't know, silly, stupid, or whatever the fear might be in this situation. So if you don't understand someone because they're going too fast, they're enjoying the story a bit too much, they're using too many local words or a dialect or whatever that you don't understand, just ask them to say it differently, ask them to slow down. I'm sure they will, because they want you to enjoy the story. That's kind of the whole point of their performance.
Yeah, with this, I actually think you need to also think of your own situation, because we all have in our native language different dialects, and most of us speak in these dialects when we're locally with people that we were grown with, that we have grown with. So if someone asks you, "Oh, I didn't understand that word because I'm from other part of a country," you're probably not offended, are you?
I'm not. I don't know. Let's see if somebody in the comments is. But this is also a skill, adaptability to other people, accommodating others, slowing down before you're being asked. That's also a skill that a lot of multilingual people have, and people who only speak one language, not necessarily. And this is your advantage, actually, because it means that you are understood by more people. So why not help monolinguals as well and let them know that they can speak to more people if they try a bit harder to be understood.
Yes, for sure. But there is also one fear that we didn't talk about, is how we, as, let's say, service provider or specialist at something, also have fears. Like, do you have fears among other teachers that you're not teaching the right way, or you're good enough to teach your students?
For sure. In our industry, we get observed a lot by other teachers, like senior teachers.
Or you think you are?
No, you are. Like you actually even pay people to do that, to come to your lessons and analyze. And it's not a very comfortable situation to be in. The first few times I was in this situation, that was at university, because we had to do it. We had to go to classrooms, and then there's 3 or 4 people in the background making notes while you're teaching. It's not pleasant. And I remember not sleeping before the first observed lesson I held. I still remember,
Okay.
we were all jitterish, not just me, all of my colleagues. And the bit that made it easier was that we were all in the same situation. I think that's a huge plus in these moments, that it's normal, it's normalized, and it's something that you share with other people. Now I invite people to come to my lessons, and I'm pretty relaxed about it. Of course, you want to do your best, but it's something that's become normal for me.
Okay, I didn't heard of that. It's kind of some masochistic urge there. You pay to be tortured. Why do teachers do this?
Because we all have blind spots, because you might be repeating something that's not necessary, because you might be missing out on an opportunity. Maybe you're not noticing something that somebody who comes in with a fresh set of eyes will, and it's extremely helpful.
Okay, and why do you fear it actually then? You know there are some blind spots and you just want to be better, so why do you fear it?
Because at the start you don't know what to expect. The first few times that it happens, you think, again, like what we said at the start, someone will say you're not good enough. Maybe they'll say, oh, you shouldn't have even become a teacher, you're so bad. You have these ideas in your head that it'll be horrible, and you'll regret it for some reason. And of course,
this
hasn't happened. And even if it did happen, let's say that one of my colleagues, while they were studying, that they were so bad that someone told them, maybe you should just become an engineer or an IT specialist. The good part about that would be that, they would find...
Because it's much easier than being a teacher, right?
No, absolutely not. It's about the setting is what I meant. Maybe you shouldn't teach other people, but work independently. That's why I thought about those jobs.
Yeah.
But
for the rest of our life, just talk with your computers, not with other people. Or with the machines. Whoever, whatever.
People are happier doing that. So what I'm trying to say is, like, even if the worst kind of comment would come, it would be a moment to learn something from. It would keep you from doing something you might not enjoy for the rest of your life. Because the only way you would have such a bad performance would actually be if you really hate it. So you shouldn't even be doing it. For that example, right? I haven't seen that happening, of course, because people who get into teaching don't tend to do it if they don't like it.
Yeah.
There isn't something in there that intrigues them. What about you?
Sure.
What about your fears as a photographer?
Fears as a photographer. Well, in that terms, I'm not sure. There are similar situations when you invite other colleagues to judge you the way you work, because it's photography work is very subjective. So the results can be judged only by the client that way. So there is a fear. Will the client be satisfied with the result or not? So this is the more of a fear than what will some colleague think about it. Although I think there other photographers might even have such fear. Yeah, because I've heard many of them scroll the Instagram and look other photographs of other photographers. Oh, I will never be as good as this one. This is such a great picture. I never take this picture. I never take such a great picture. So yeah, it could be also a fear of other photographers.
For sure. And I mean, I've seen photographers asking others for critiques. So that would be the equivalent, I guess, of inviting another teacher in your classroom.
Yes, but I don't think that anybody's scared at the moment that they can't sleep because of critique. I say just okay. What do you think about this? How could this be done better? And so,
I don't know. The first time it might be a bit daunting. I wonder if somebody else has maybe a different experience about that, because I've seen kids in art schools reacting quite emotionally, like to the first critiques or the expectations of that, sending their images out there for competitions and such with big expectations and being quite jittery about it.
mm,
Maybe in the business world, it's more practical in a sense.
yeah, for sure is. In artistic, well, it's yeah, it could be fear, but in the end, you also are judged by some other people who are not other photographers. Let's say it this way. In the art world, well, the rules are quite different, and what is valued and how it's valued. So, yeah.
For sure. It's perhaps the equivalent of academic English in our field, where the ultimate goal is to pass a test. And these tests can be quite comprehensive and difficult. So here, managing anxiety is a bit different. And the goal posts are quite far in the future for a lot of the clients. So maybe that would be comparable. I think the business context makes a lot of fears easier to manage because of the practical nature of it all, and because it's quite communal in a way. Like in spaces like LinkedIn, you see a lot of people going through the same situations, same kinds of challenges or similar, and that makes it easier to imagine the goals and walk towards them, I guess. It's a bit less abstract, a bit
Could
more
be.
down to earth. Okay, is there anything we haven't covered fear-wise that you'd like to mention today?
Oh, there are a lot of things that we haven't covered regarding the fear of food, but we should not talk about that now. But regarding the main topic, I think we've covered all of it, unless someone in the chat wants to remind us of something that we just missed.
Yeah, absolutely. Pitch in. We still have a few minutes left. And if you have an idea of a
What do you
scary
mean
food...
you have some few minutes left? There is no real time that we need to...
I've decided that we have a few minutes
We have a few minutes left.
I'm done with
What,
fear.
of our lives or what? What do you mean
I'm
you have a
hungry.
few minutes left? Oh, you're hungry. Well, we can just end it right now. I don't see any new
I wanted
comments.
to invite our commenters to think of scary food for you if
yeah, but don't think too long, because we're talking about food now, and Edita is starting to be hungry, and it's time for breakfast.
Yes.
In these days, does breakfast involve some red stuff, like more in like beetroot or blood or something like this?
It's Marmite.
It's Marmite.
It's Marmite.
That
That's
black
as scary as it gets.
slimy thing that that is scary.
And I don't have some festive edition. Maybe there is one. I think.
Festive edition of Marmite.
Yes,
This exists?
I think Marmite.
How does it look like?
Caramel has been released. If I'm
With what?
with caramel.
With caramel. It doesn't really sound scary.
Doesn't sound scary. It does sound a bit weird, I have to say. So that's the unusual thing about breakfast these days. Yeah, I think I might try that one. Otherwise, it's a routine. What about you? Are you telling me that you have a Halloween style breakfast?
Well, no, but at this time of year, there's usually these sausages that are actually made from pig's blood and I don't know. There's some Irish version or Scottish version of it. I'm not sure if
Yeah,
it's
yeah, blood
the
sausage
same.
is
Yeah,
a
so
staple here as well.
in England, but this is the time of the year when this is popular. So yeah, this with the sauerkraut. How do you call this in English?
Yeah,
Sauerkraut?
sauerkraut is sauerkraut. It's German.
Really? In
Yeah,
German? Hmm, interesting. Okay,
there's a lot of
so the British had so much fear from German sauerkraut that they they didn't have enough courage to rename it. Okay,
fruit. It's not really a thing here. Interestingly, you
because
have
they
to go.
fear it. So, well,
I guess so. You have to go to a Polish store or the Polish section of the store to find it. So that's where all the
good stuff
connections,
is.
the global connections happen. And
Okay,
you have to not be afraid to get there, to get to that aisle. I'm sure you would be very interested.
I would.
Tina is saying black pudding for the blood sausage. That's a version of it for the
It
English
doesn't
breakfast.
sound scary.
It doesn't sound
It's
scary.
just pudding with I don't know, blackberries.
Yeah. The name is quite
Hmm.
less intimidating than one that would involve blood for sure.
Ah,
Doesn't make you feel like a vampire.
no. Okay, how much time do we still have left?
We're done. I'm
We're
done for
done.
today.
Okay, we're done for today. Okay, as Rita says, we're done for today because our time is up. And we're hungry and we need to go to breakfast.
Thank you all for joining. Have no fear. Everything will be okay. We guarantee it, so you can complain to us.
Yeah, you can believe the grammar police. Everything is going to be okay.
Bye, everyone.
Bye and have a great Halloween tomorrow.